Rain and rain and rain. It's been raining for like 2 or 3 days straight, non-stop. Like zero work has been done on this farm. Just because it's raining doesn't mean the animals don't want to eat. Fun days. Nobody really shows you those days much on YouTube when you got to get outside in the rain and feed, because animals still want to eat. And it's not almost dark, it's actually middle part of the day, but we have not seen the sunlight, I don't know, 2 or 3 days, I guess, which means the goats never leave the barn. They hate the rain. The alpacas, well, the alpacas don't seem to mind it. They look like drowned rats. All my buckets are wet and nasty. Oh well, still gotta do the chores. I don't think I'm ready for this. It's a mess. Oh, there's Bear. Hey, goats. Hey, goats. Really? The rain's kind of let up just a little bit. These three crack me up. I'm used to the goats. The goats hate the rain. Alpacas, they don't seem to mind it. Maybe they just get tired of being in the barn with the crying baby goats whining all the time. It's a nice hairdo you got. I love what you've done with the fro. And Lucy. What's up, Lucy? Oh, Bear. You're scaring the girls. You're scaring the girls, Bear. Watch out. Watch out. Come on, girls. You alpaca mules. It's kind of funny, it cracks me up how these three, I guess after we locked them up out here in this little small shed away from the goats for several weeks, they kind of learned that this is their spot, which I've caught them at night out there with the goats in the big barn, but when I'm feeding, they always run over here. You probably saw them run by the camera. It cracks me up. These things are kind of neat. Alpacas are kind of fun to have around. They're just a totally different animal than what we've ever had, but you know, it's kind of funny when you go to town and people say, "What'd you do today?" "Oh, you know, just a little donkey poodle farming." That's it. We're just donkey poodle farming. They're cool. They're neat animals. Alpacas are really cool. I wasn't sure what we were getting into when my wife said we needed to get alpacas. Oh, excuse you, Bella. I wasn't holding that camera still for no reason. Jeez. But yeah. So now we're the donkey poodle farm. And the goats don't like it when I shut the gate while the alpacas eat, if you can see them in there. The alpacas eat much slower than the goats. So it's kind of nice that they like to be separated. So they'll come through here, I'll shut the gate, feed the alpacas by themselves, and then the goats can just push each other around in there with Bear supervising. I need to get y'all a little straw. We put straw down for the goats in the big barn yesterday. Me and Houston didn't bring any over here, so if y'all gonna sleep in here tonight, we gotta get you some straw. Is that right, Lucy? I love what you've done with your hair, by the way. It looks really good. I think the green The green leaves really bring out the black in your eyes. Yeah. Look out, guys. Watch out. Watch out. Look out, Rufus. Hey, Rufus. Come in. You let Big Mac have that one, Rufus. Scoot over. Here. Pain in the butt. Eat with the goat. Big Mac's a big guy. All right, that is much quieter. You keep them in line, Bear. You're doing a great job out here, buddy. Why are you sticking your nose up in the air? Look out. You're fixing to get ran over, dude. You need some loving, don't you? Bear needs some loving, that's what it is. Oh yeah. Bear needs some loving. You gotta have something besides some goat attention every day, don't you, buddy? Alright, goats are fed, donkey poodles are fed, Big Mac's fed. A lot of people, for whatever reason, have been asking why we don't have chickens. They say you never show chickens. Do you have chickens? And well, I do, but it's too dark to see them. Chickens don't like to get wet. They stay inside during the rain. They don't get out and run around much. Anyway, I just say that to tell you, yes, we do have chickens. They're just laying chickens. I mean, I feed them a little bit. I give them some table scraps from the house. And we come out here and gather a few eggs. There's just not a whole lot of excitement there. There's my garbage disposals, basically. They eat all of our food scraps from the house. I mean, how exciting is that? All right, Bear. You keep everybody straight tonight, buddy. I think it's fixing to start raining a lot harder. And I was gonna give you guys a little quick peek at the kitchen. We were remodeling our kitchen, got all the new cabinets. Look at our wonderful yard. Don't you love what we've done with the place? Yeah, I think it looks great. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in the morning. We need to do some cleaning, get everything picked up, but maybe first thing in the morning, we'll tag it along, put it on the end of this video, give you guys a sneak peek of what the new kitchen's gonna look like. And some of you that may follow us on Instagram have probably already seen a little preview. I post a lot on my Instagram story just to kind of give people a sneak peek at what's going on, and a lot of things that don't make the YouTube channel end up on our Instagram story. So there's a link in the description box down below to our Instagram page. Go check that out. If you don't follow us there, check us out. If you don't want to, don't do it. I'm fine either way. Might as well pick up where I left off right here in the same spot yesterday. Kind of excited. I'm kind of in a little better mood. Got a cup of coffee, and look at that. Somebody turned on the spotlight. There are no clouds in the sky. It's a muddy, nasty mess outside, but it's not raining. Is that right?
Yep.
Look at all this nasty mess we got going on here. We demoed the kitchen. You guys wanted to see an update on the kitchen, so here's our old kitchen. Cabinets, sink, pantry. So let's go in and take a look. We have most of the cabinets installed. Waiting on countertops. They came and measured yesterday for countertops. So let's go check it out.
No one looking yet. Okay, guys? The moment of truth. In 3, 2, 1. Here y'all go.
I tricked you. You want to take us on the grand tour?
Yeah. Let me take my boots off.
Hey, before we go to the kitchen, check this out. My wife had the prison that built our cabinets, our kitchen cabinets, also built us a TV stand. And this thing, I mean, that's good work right there.
Yeah.
So before I show you the cabinets, a couple videos ago I mentioned that the Lexington State Prison built the kitchen cabinets for our house on a program they have for state employees. And I've since found out it's city, county, state, and even retired city, county, and state employees can have those things built. And it's funny how people watch the same thing and have a totally different opinion, because there were several comments that said, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're using slave labor to build your cabinets. That's extorting those inmates. And then other people watched the same video and said, what an awesome program for inmates to get to learn a trade, learn something useful, learn a trade, get good at something, so that when they get out of prison, they have a job doing custom woodwork. I mean, but slave labor, really? Come on. Those guys are not forced to build cabinets. The ones that are in the wood shop are in there working. They're doing what they want to do. They're not sitting in a cell behind bars. They're out actually doing something good, learning something. So we talked to several of those guys, and they were not sour about working there at all, I promise you. Anyway, so let's go to the kitchen. Obviously our living room's in shambles because we've got everything out of here and stuff piled everywhere. We got all the trim down. We did take down all the popcorn ceilings. I told you guys we weren't real sure if we were gonna do that.
But guys,
all the popcorn ceilings are gone, and we retextured, painted the ceilings. What'd you want to say?
So guys, this is fixing to happen. In 3, 2, 1, you may look.
Okay, so our kitchen looks a little bit different than it used to. This wall is pretty much the same. Our desk is there temporarily, that won't stay. So this wall is pretty much the same design, except we took out a big tall pantry that was here and just made more countertop space. As I said, we don't have our countertops yet. They're on order, but we went full ceiling height with the cabinets. They're painted white, and they put a little stain on there and wipe it off. Kind of goes for an antique look. Obviously we haven't done a backsplash yet. Now our center island is kind of the same layout here, except giant trash can pull out, 5 drawers, dishwasher, sink with a little flip out guy here. Then what we did different, this coming off this way like a T, this will all be one big countertop, and that will be our dining room table. So before we had an actual dining room table that ran this way in here. We won't anymore. We're going to do a huge slab of granite, and that will all tie into the bar. So there will be a bar that comes off the back of this island, and then the table. Now the biggest, newest change is that wall over there. This is going to be like a coffee bar. My wife says she's going to put some long cylindrical bottles in here. Nah, I'm not sure about that. Anyway, I'm kidding. So extra cabinets, 3 drawers on the bottom. But look at these. These are not doors. These are actually deep drawers.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
What do you put in here?
What?
What do you put in here?
Probably 7-year-old boys.
Okay.
No, don't get in there. Then to tie over into that corner pantry, we had a window seat put in.
I can get in this for sure.
Well, we're not letting you get in that right now. My wife always wanted a window seat. So this kind of just tied the 2 sets of cabinets together here. From there to the pantry. And this thing goes floor to ceiling pantry. It's huge. Now, we don't have all the shelves installed. We're going to have some shelves in there. Then these are all just drawers. Watch out, buddy. Watch out. Watch out.
This is where we're going to be putting our cereal.
Cereal drawer, huh?
Yeah.
Everyone should have a cereal drawer, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to be a pantry. Here's what we've been using for a pantry. This was made by one of my wife's relatives, probably 100 years ago. It's served its purpose, but now we'll have this giant, massive thing. Window seat, coffee bar, laundry room. We're waiting on a new door to be installed. We got to finish that wall out. Check out this cabinet above our refrigerator, which it's a little bigger than the refrigerator, but that's because, well, my wife wants a new refrigerator. So we're getting a bigger refrigerator.
Wait, what?
This one will go out to the garage and probably house some man things out there probably. But look at this. Holy moly. Not a whole lot of baking sheets for
me.
Somebody's baking supplies and cupcake pans and cake pans.
Wait, Mom said that's not gonna be for her. That's the only reason my mom bought all these, for her to redo.
Oh yeah. Well, Emily's the baker and she'll put all of her baking stuff up here. So
I'm not sure about that.
So there's your quick update on the kitchen. We're gonna be doing some more stuff in here. We've still got lights to change out. We got to put some pendant lights over the bar there. Countertop should be here this week. Let's see, lots of trim still needs to be done, but all the cabinets are installed. Everything's ready. Houston, please don't do that.
Okay.
So coming right along, we are a slow process on doing this. We had to wait on all the cabinets. The Oklahoma State prisons got put on lockdown for about 3 or 4 weeks, which almost never happens. And our cabinets were about 80% complete when they got put on lockdown. So that's thrown us behind several weeks. But as of right now, we're living without a kitchen sink, without a dishwasher. We did hook the stove back up, so we're good there. So we're having to wash dishes in the bathroom. It's an interesting process, but there you go, kitchen update. So anywho, as you can see, we've got a huge mess to clean up, but that's just part of home renovations, right? I mean, it is what it is. My wife has been very nicely pleading for a new kitchen for a long time, and we probably never would have been able to completely gut and remodel our kitchen with new custom cabinets if it wasn't for programs like the Lexington prison in their wood shop. As I said in that other video, when we brought home the cabinets, I'm blown away. The quality is amazing. Those guys did an awesome job. I promise you, it's not slave labor. Yes, it is guys in a prison working, but if you look at that as slave labor, you're looking at it totally wrong. Guys, I come outside because they wouldn't let me talk to the camera in there. Everybody was running around. Jeez. It's hard to find some peace and quiet out here in the country. But it's not slave labor. Those guys are learning a good trade. They're going to come out of that prison with the skills they need to go out and get a good job, maybe a career, maybe start their own business. There's tons of those programs in the prisons in Oklahoma. Really? I guess that's a sign I need to get off of here. Quit blabbing to the camera, get all this junk in our yard cleaned up, clean off our porch. It's not raining. Farm chores, as I said earlier in the video, don't stop because of the rain. Trust me. Most people that you see on YouTube don't show you what goes on when it rains because it's just hard to get out here with the camera and all that stuff. But farm chores do not get put on hold just because it rains. They actually get there's more work. It's a little bit more difficult. You're dealing with the mud. You're dealing with animals that don't want to get wet sometimes, but whatever, it's fun. I love it. It is what it is. So anywho, guys, I guess that's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.